everyone, I'm Manna, this is Momo, that's the Loki, and we're finally back with more of the letter. For you guys, it's not finally, it's been uploading consistently. For me though, this is my first time recording after surgery, so no more extremely pre-recorded stuff. This is about a week before you guys see it on YouTube, so we're finally back with the letter. I don't remember what I did last. But before we get into that, recovery, perfect. I've been cleared to go back to work already, hence I'm comfortable sitting and recording again. And I survived the great ice storm of Tennessee. I'm from Ohio, of course I survived it. Their definition of terrible is not as bad as Ohio's. Sorry, Tennessee. But I was actually pretty lucky. I was in a zone outside of all the power outages, so never lost power. The ice was actually terrible. There was probably about half an inch of ice on my car that I had to chisel off just so I could go anywhere. Because I didn't want it coming off while going down the highway and hit somebody's windshield like that. Oh, that would have been bad. Good way to get in trouble. Please clean off the tops of your cars before you travel, especially if there's ice. Please. I don't want it to hit my windshield either, or other people's. So, anywho, the letter. I have my mouse. Thank you, darling. She's like, no, this is mine. There it is. Okay. Took a second to flip into existence. So, when we last left off, you know what? We'll figure it out. Continue. Alright. Hey, well, at least we got this. We got this stuff. So we are in Ashton's chapter. I do remember that. We went to BRC. We were so fucking sus. We got chased out of BRC by the spirit. And now we're back at Isabella's place. I don't think we found out that Rebecca's dead yet. Or maybe dead. Guess I can click the journal and find the fuck out. After that close call, Ashton spent the night at Isabella's, only to be kept awake by nightmares. At an utter loss, and with all of his beliefs overturned, Ashton decided to check on Zachary and Rebecca. Unfortunately, only Zach returned his calls. Yeah, Zach returned his call, and then Rebecca finally called him back. But this hasn't happened in the timeline. This current spot where we're at in the timeline. Okay. Keep forgetting there's a train nearby. Not used to hearing it. You're up early. I thought you left. This is not the first time I've seen Isabella like this. Standing casually by her kitchenette, a ladle in hand, keeping an eye on whatever's stewing on the stove while humming a soft tune under her breath. 5 years ago, it has become a common sight after the three of them, including Zach and Rebecca, found a mutual interest in cooking. After that, whenever our schedule allows it, one of them will invite everyone to dinner or lunch instead of eating out. Rebecca prefers it that way, healthier, she claims. Zach's just too happy to be able to cook for everyone. Isabella, on the other hand, as long as there's food, she's happy. Me, I've been banned from the kitchen ever since the pressure cooker incident. I want to know more about this. Easier times. Good times. Right now, however, the scene brings an odd sense of normalcy. A strange fit with all of the things going on around us. Not unwelcome, only bizarre, I suppose. Isabella doesn't follow up on her question earlier, but she does raise an eyebrow my way when I take too long to answer. For that, I only offer a casual shrug in response, and a short answer.
I've checked with Zach and Rebecca. I'm just waiting to hear back from them.
I'll add in a quip or two for her, if the timing for a joke isn't off, or doing so won't be inappropriate. I don't want to alarm her either. There's no reason to yet. Until Zach gets here, or until I've received an answer from Rebecca, whichever comes first. Nevertheless, it's clear she has plenty of questions. It's right there in the subtle crease between her eyebrows and the inquisitive gleam in her eyes. Curious as she is, though, she decides against voicing all of her questions out. Instead, she shifts her attention back to the stove and gestures vaguely with her hand in the couch's direction.
Well, if we're going to wait for them, don't stand around there. It's getting distracting.
You're just cooking. How am I distracting?
I don't know. Something might explode again, maybe. Zach's kitchen ban for you is also in effect here, you know. Now shoo, go.
I mean, I don't cook with a pressure cooker very often. I assume if you don't let it depressurize and try to open it, it explodes. I've never tried. I've always let it depressurize before opening it, so far so good.
Stop hovering. You'll ruin the food. I'll be done here soon.
You'll ruin the food. Okay. She leaves no room for an argument by swatting the ladle at me, and just like that, I've been kicked out of the kitchen. Left with nothing else to do, I drift back to her tiny living space and slump down on the couch. Closing my eyes, I allow the noise from the television to guide my thoughts. The ones I've been keeping at bay, freeing them from the cage I've built around them, so I won't have to think. One by one, they trickle back into my consciousness, each more frightening and unnerving than the other. So many things going on. So many things happening. The papers we've gotten from BRC doesn't provide any comfort either. Seriously, is there even a point to those after last night? What will asking those people do? If anything, this only proved there might be more copies of that dumb piece of paper. We have one here, but how many exactly are out there? More importantly, how do we get out of this stupid mess?
Ashton.
Damn it, I haven't felt this kind of bone-weary exhaustion in years.
I don't want to think what might happen next in case I miss something. Shit.
Rebecca. I fucked up. Zach didn't fuck up this time. Isabella also did not fuck up.
They're all depending on me and...
Ash!
The voice snaps me out of my thoughts, abruptly wiping away everything running a racket inside my head. Suddenly, Isabella's there, crouched in front of me when I cracked an eye open. I haven't even noticed the exact moment when I bent over and buried my head in my hands. Figures why she's staring at me like I fainted or something. The crease on her eyebrows grows deeper at my lack of response. Although she's merely staring at me without saying a word, her expression says everything. So much for trying not to alarm her with bad news.
Sorry, I just spaced out for a moment. Don't mind me.
For a brief moment, she seems to accept that. Quietly, she shifts, stands up, and takes an empty space right next to me. All done without a single comment. Then, the next thing I know, she's gently pushing a bowl in my hands. The scent reaches me first, before I've gotten the chance to take in what she has handed me. A faint, sweet smell of cocoa wafts from the dish. Calming, comforting. Despite the multitude of things bothering me, it certainly smells like the kind of food you'll eat on a rainy day. Though from the get-go, it doesn't look appetizing. What is this even? Porridge? Why would you put chocolate in it? And milk drizzled on top? She tells me my tastes are weird, yet here she is, handing me something equally as strange. In fact, she has already started digging in hers. I'm just not sure if the taste will be equally as appealing. Baffled, I glance her way. She offers no immediate answer, simply continues eating as if she hasn't done so in a week, with her focus solely on the television. She's not watching, however, just listening. As a background noise, the voices from it seem too cheerful, a welcome distraction if anything. It's only after she has finished off half of the bowl does she acknowledge the question in my eyes. With a sigh, she cradles the dish on her lap and looks down at it. Briefly, her lips part, then close. A hesitation, though I don't push her. There's a distant air on her, as if she has remembered something that warrants a poignant thought. When she speaks at last, it's in a tone too careful, like she's still weighing her words, considering the proper phrasing for it. Yet sincerity underlies each syllable once they're out in the open.
You should eat. Back at home, Mama would never let us leave the house if we hadn't eaten breakfast yet. Even Papa has got an earful when he tried.
Chaos gremlins.
So eat. You'll need it.
Kittens have figured out how to jump on the dresser behind me, and now they go everywhere. They like to go behind the TV, and they recently tore down my mermaid picture back there, and I had to get a new I had to remount it basically because they broke it. She returns to her food afterwards, while I can only stare at the one she has proffered not a few minutes ago. Warm against my hands, tempting me to take a bite. Not that I don't appreciate this, but what good will this do? Zach and Rebecca's both out there. Who knows when that ghost will show up again? Even in our dreams, we're not safe. But that's it, isn't it? We don't know when, and at present, we have a chance at respite. Maybe the only one we'll have. Even if it's as mundane as sharing food between us. Quietly, just sitting side by side, like this, without exchanging any words. The intent hangs unspoken in the air, something that probably goes as far back as the second she offered the food. Still, in the end, Isabella never pushes it. Rather, she lets her own silence convey her hope. Whether I'll allow myself that break, she leaves it up to me. I'm pretty sure the first time I played this, I took her offer, because that's what I would have done. So this time, because I want to see things I haven't seen before, I'm not going to take it. So.
Thanks, but I just don't really have the appetite right now. Maybe later.
Briefly, she appears about to argue, her lips parting for a moment, followed by her shoulders tensing. Although just as quickly as the expression flashes across her features, it disappears. She closes her mouth, and with a reluctant shift in her seat, she returns to her food. Almost gone now, while the air around us changes to something filled to the brim with unspoken tension. Isabella doesn't look displeased, but disappointment clearly radiates from her posture. Thankfully, it doesn't last too long. Before regret forces an apology up my throat, a knock shatters through the tense air, and just as fast, both of our attention shifts towards the source. Bleh. Rather than let things get any more awkward fast, I stand up to open the door while muttering some flimsy excuse in the process.
I'll get that. It's probably Zach or Rebecca.
Saved by the bell. Unrelated frustrations aside, once I fling the door open, a whole chunk of the stone that has been stuck at the pit of my stomach simultaneously unseats itself. There, in the hallway, stands Zach, his hand raised, ready for another knock. Although he's not at his most presentable at the moment, ruffled and drenched with sweat as he is, relief quickly washes over me like a tide. He's still panting when he pushes me aside and heads in. The second his feet cross the threshold, he scans the place, eyeing what little he can see of the room from the doorway. When he finds none of whatever he's looking for, he turns to me with a questioning look, one that has a hint of panic in it.
You said it was urgent. Did anything happen? Is it Becca? Bella?
Everyone's fine.
Well, I've got some bad news. That's a lie.
Well, Becca's not here. She went somewhere this morning and hasn't answered any of my calls yet. But Isabella's...
I'm here, Zach. Morning.
His weight shifts at the same time. The stiff line in his shoulders eases. Once Isabella walks up to us and welcomes him with a smile. He relaxes then, returns her greeting in kind as soon as he has let out the breath he's been holding and the tension finally off his body.
So, nothing's wrong? Why'd you call me here for then?
My explanation can wait. He has a lot of explaining to do. Okay. The fact that he went to Anselm alone for some godforsaken reason warrants a proper one. Ghost or not, he's already been given a warning. It frustrates me to no end. This might be the plan he mentioned the last time we spoke. I get that he's worried about Hannah Wright. Somehow they become friends, but that's not the issue here. Not when there's a murderous ghost who might go after one of us at any given time. Sure, Zach made it here in one piece. By some dumb luck, he's all right, and this takes one off the list of people I need to worry about. Frankly, as annoyed as I am, I can't just stay angry at him when I look at the situation that way. Hell, if that call didn't connect the exact minute, there might have been a chance he wouldn't be standing here. This is a blessing in itself. So, first things first. Some things still need to be discussed. So, we haven't done this conversation at all, because the previous playthrough, I accidentally got Zach arrested. So, you promise you won't do anything stupid. Specifically, the elephant in this room. And it's a damn big elephant considering the possible outcome Zach's cute little plan might have resulted in. I might as well let off some steam first, before we go out to the heart of things. On to the heart of things.
Zach, we agreed you won't do anything stupid.
Really, Ashton? That's what you're gonna greet me with? No, what's up, Z-Man? I just biked through almost half of this city to get here. I could use some friendly greetings right now. An explanation would be good too if you can. You weren't very clear over the phone. And I made no such promises.
Yeah, that's fair.
You said you're not going to do anything reckless. Your words, not mine. What you did is the exact opposite. And that's not the only problem here. Those people can easily sue you for breaking and entering. And believe me, I won't be able to do anything if they do. Did that cross your mind? The whole 46-acre lot is a private property. Why were you even there?
I know, Ash. But the people in there might be in danger. You've seen how Hannah's photos turned out. Besides, I was looking for you. Didn't I tell you that?
Why would I even go there?
Well, you mentioned a plan with Isabella here. I assume that's where you guys went, since that's where she found the letter. Sorry, I was really at a dead end.
Fair. The logic in it stuns me into silence, to say the least. Then I remember his hesitance, the tone he has taken before agreeing to go here, and all at once my anger wanes. Partly, this is my fault for keeping things vague. I can't keep berating him for assuming that, when I've only left him with the vague answers. Still.
You could have called me.
I did.
I didn't receive any and my phone was with me.
You're kidding, right? I was at it the whole night.
The whole atmosphere in the room changes in 2 heartbeats. Back again to the tension-riddled one plaguing us. Zachary stares at me like I've grown another head. Then, gradually, he shifts his attention to Isabella. The expression in his eyes, questioning, asking for confirmation. Like my word can't be trusted. Not that I'm holding it against him. I can't even believe the things coming out of my mouth these past few hours. Meanwhile, Isabella stays quiet. Has been like that for quite some time. She looks like she wants to disappear right now. Guilt, frustration, anger, fear, all of flashes fleeting. Oh my god. All flashes fleetingly across her face before it melts away under an expression of worry. Yeah, that doesn't need to be there. Really threw me off.
Please tell me he's joking. You were there?
No, we really didn't get any. Everything was quiet last night.
Well, except, getting chased out of a realty office by a fucking murderous ghost, that's quiet. Yeah, that's what that was. Sure.
But Zach, at BRC, Ashton and I saw...
Never gets to finish that. Abruptly, my phone rings again, blaring its badly sang ringtone throughout the whole room. Both of them pauses, waiting, when I pull it up to check the caller ID.
It's Becca. I'll tell her to get here as soon as she can. Excuse me.
Without another word, I slip out of the room and answer the call. However, the tone she assumes isn't what I'm hoping to hear.
Becca?
I'm sorry.
Hey, did I wake you up?
Ragged, a bit out of breath, there's a tinge of urgency in it. Listening to her from my side of the line makes it seem like she has just ran a marathon, prior to this call. I'm struggling.
No, I left you a voicemail, so I thought, where are you?
Ash, do you remember that one time?
The question catches me off, to say the least. Where is she going with this?
The what?
Back in secondary. We joined a contest back then, didn't we? We had to dress you up as a girl and...
No.
What? You looked really pretty. I think I still have that picture somewhere.
Burn it. We're not talking about that again. You promised.
It did happen. Not a memory I'm very fond of, to be honest. Still, laughter escapes me. No matter how embarrassing it is, that moment is one of the few I can remember clearly in my head. I never did find where she kept those photographs.
Seriously, what brought this on?
Nothing. It's just the first thing I remembered.
You're being weird today, Becca. Whatever. Listen, I need you to go home right away. I'm at Salem Well right now and...
Thanks, Ash.
What? Suddenly, her voice hitches, almost as if she's in tears, and it sends every alarm bell ringing in my head. For better or for worse, something more than wrong is happening on her end of the line. Regardless, I give her the focus she asks of me. I don't want to think that she is nearly pleading for me to listen. I'd like to imagine that it isn't horror and a deep underlying resignation that I hear in her voice. I'm transfixed.
Hold on, did I do something?
For everything.
Rebecca, what?
I really hate this. This really sucks.
I'm so glad to have known you.
Wait, what are you...
Whatever her words mean or feelings they carry ceases to matter in this instant. They're all inconsequential when someone, Rebecca's life, might be in danger. This whole thing isn't just wrong. Wherever she is, something's fucked up and fucked up is going on, and I'm here listening to it right now, helpless.
God damn it, Rebecca, where are you?
A laughter, and then the line drops dead.
Becca? Rebecca!
Dread turns into terror, and the sudden commotion from Isabella's room comes rushing in all at once. Zach's worried whispers, Isabella's anxious pleas, and the television broadcasting some news about a jumper all over the city. There's a split second where I'm torn between trying to figure out where Rebecca is and finding out what happened to inspire such chaos all of a sudden. Hey, I got some news! They're related! Then Isabella's horrified scream tears above everything and nothing else matters. Spurred on by a cold gut feeling, I rush back inside, only to bump into Isabella. The impact causes her to stumble back. It takes a whole 2 breaths for her to steady herself. Shaking, She braces both her hands against my arms, gripping my jacket tightly as if it's the only thing keeping her from breaking. Though even then, there's weakness to her movements, her breathing labored. Any minute, it seems like her knees will suddenly buckle if I don't keep a firm hand on her shoulders. Yet it all shatters when she glances up at me. Tears stream down her cheeks, panicked, desperate, her voice brimming with anguish when she speaks.
Ash, we need to get out of here. We can still save her.
Save who?
Despite the question, a cold and cruel voice whispers in my head. You're too late. I want to believe it isn't. I hope and wish it isn't who I think it is. Because I don't want to be someone who has been so useless in that exact moment, paralyzed by dread when I heard her speak. I knew something was off, goddammit. I don't want to think it might have been her final words I'm listening to. But the horrifying possibility that what I dread is real drowns out everything else. Especially with the next words that tumble out of Isabella's lips.
Ash! Rebecca's! We have to help her! We can't just let her die like that!
Without warning, her knees buckle. Stunned, I've no choice but to go with her. She slumps weakly on the floor, her face sinking into my shoulder as furious tears flow from her eyes. At the sound of her sobs alone, everything around us fades. Every sound, every movement becomes nothing but noise. Even Zach's somber expression doesn't completely register until I glance up at him with a heap of questions in my eyes.
Zach, what does she...
He merely looks away, not to avoid my gaze, but to lead it towards the television still blasting the same news from earlier. A live broadcast. The second my eyes land on the screen, understanding dawns on me. I'm useless. Woman jumps to her death from Luxborn's public library rooftop. I'm sorry! Becca. I'll recognize her anywhere. I can make out her form, even from the way the station has blurred out her image on the TV. Blurred, yes. Yeah, sure. And for once, that isn't a welcome fact. Too clear, too vivid. Her broken body lies on the sidewalk in just one big, bloody mess. Her hair fans out and stands out in stark contrast to the pavement, slick with blood and redder than it's ever been. The right side of her head has caved from the impact, and her right arm is twisted and mangled. And there are those words again around her. Help me. Just like the letter. I wonder how help me got written. We won't go into those details.
Medical personnel are on their way. Officers have resumed securing the immediate area for investigation and cleanup.
Gone.
Others have been dispatched for crowd control.
She's gone. And I wasn't able to do a damn thing about it. Even now, I can't do anything other than stare at the tragedy playing out in front of us, and hold on to Isabella like a lifeline, as she does with me. I can't even bring myself to move, because no matter what I say or what I do right now, empty words won't bring back the friend we all lost. Numb is an understatement. No. I feel dead inside. We all do. In the end, I can only scream. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. I hate it. 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 I feel really bad because the first time I played the game, my goal was to not get anyone killed. And I did really good with the exception of Zach. And this time around, I'm like, well, I want to make decisions I haven't made before so that way I can see different things in the game. And while that's all well and good, I have 81 of the 172 achievements now. That sucks. That sucks. It really, really sucks. I'm sorry, Rebecca. I didn't mean to. I knew how to not get her killed because I'd done that before. I know that running up the stairs is some white girl horror movie bullshit. But in order to get different outcomes, I had to do things differently. So I had to make her go up the stairs, even though I knew it was going to get her killed. I'm sorry. Sorry. Anywho, we're going to call it here. I'll see you guys later. When we come back, we will continue on with Ashton's story. Or maybe we move on to, Luke's at this point. I don't know. I will see you guys later. Remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You just might save a life.